Order Scribe Access Code 573642. Accessing Order Training Logs. Preparing audio file, Clearance Level 1 History.
The Book of Knowledge tells us that we were created to maintain the law and order within the universe. The realm we currently occupy is but one of many, and every action here causes a reaction in the realms both surrounding and enveloping us. Seemingly infinite, the realm we share is truly one of a vast finite. As this finite becomes filled, it soon seeks to increase its space by pushing aside other realms. This effect can devastate entire realms to extinction, simply through expansion of life and matter. Understanding the principles of this, the creators instituted entropy and death, ensuring that the realm could not grow big enough to violate the space of others. Our ancestors, the avatars of order, were created and tasked with maintaining the laws of order that had been set in place. Their existence was created in response to the avatars of chaos, a plague that infected the universe and threatened the laws of order. Knowing nothing of the threats of expansion, they arrogantly filled the seemingly empty universe with various forms of life and matter. Our ancestors fought to reverse the effects, but they were too late. The creators informed them of several realms that had been destroyed by the expansion and exiled the realm for eternity for its crimes. No longer connected to the creators, our ancestors were lost for many years and history was blank. Soon, history turned to legend, until all that remained were stories and rumors of a past war. Though this fate befell most, the protectors of order ensured that the past would never be forgotten. By the hands of our ancestors, we were handed through time the Book of Order, which was said to contain the entire language of the creators. With it, they left us the teachings of history and entrusted future generations to shelter both with care. The Book of Order passed hands through various masters of order, who protected it as generations worked to decipher the language of the creators. It was eventually realized that even the wisest man could not decipher the language alone. The protectors of order lived in secret, spreading the knowledge of the ancestors among the wisest of people. They appointed these people as scribes, and thousands began learning how to decipher the language of the creators. Requiring a life of dedication, very few scribes ever learned enough to be allowed to see the first word of the book. Very little progress was made, and the protectors of order soon began losing faith that even the first page of the book would ever be deciphered. Things only became worse when contact was made by a foreign culture. Though the average person did not recognize the aliens for who they were, the protectors of order knew these were the descendants of the avatars of chaos. With them, they brought crime and corruption to the defined laws of order. Though most chose to hold the beliefs their parents taught them of law and death, the new culture brought with it the idea of living without the constraint of law, and the philosophy of extending life. Soon the protectors of order were forced to watch as the descendants of the avatars of chaos broke the laws they held close. Refusing to stand idle, the protectors of order created a governing body to control the people and ensure the laws were protected. They warned the aliens that if they did not follow their traditions, there would be penalties. The aliens accepted, yet in secret, they still continued to break the laws set in place, threatening the other realms once again. Different only in personality, it was impossible to tell the two cultures apart from appearances. This made it nearly impossible to regulate the visitors, and soon the aliens began breeding with our people. We were unable to stop the mixing of breeds as they corrupted our bloodlines to the point they became one. Eventually only a single bloodline remained of pure avatar of order descent. The bloodline of the Masters of Order. Being the oldest bloodline, their understanding of the language of the creators were unmatched. This made them the obvious choice to lead the protectors, as the importance of limiting the chaos in one's blood was added alongside wisdom, as the requirements for membership. The protectors of order watched the descendants of chaos carefully as they became wise of the secret experiments that had been going on. They created means of spying on their rivals and desperately sought to stop them as whispers of an ancient language spread among the people. With the whispers came rumors of stars forming within planets that destroyed countless worlds. An investigation began and the agents hired quickly confirmed that scientists on a group of distant worlds had discovered parts of the language of the creators on their own. They told a story of rare metals being created to shelter the destruction of created anomalies. They also spoke of a new type of stone that is linked with the language of the creators, and an artificial intelligence with the same link. Rumors became reality when on our homeworld, a scientist was found with a small black stone adorned with a symbol from the language of the creators. When touched, the symbol radiated energy and water appeared from nothing. The man showed no regret, even after being explained that any water he could create was simply being stolen from other realms. This crime against the realms would not go unpunished. The man was publicly executed for crimes against entropy, and the protectors of order announced their presence for the first time. The protectors of order divided themselves in two, half choosing to study the new stones and the other half choosing to enforce the law. With countless generations of integration and preparation, the protectors of order seized complete control in a single moment. They spread across the systems quickly, executing or arresting all who defied their laws. Upon interrogating multiple criminals, it was learned that the mysterious stone was called a Chaos Key among the people who owned it. It was clear the symbol on the stone had great power and was from the language of the creators, yet the symbol they had before them had never been seen before. Scribes pored across the Book of Order, seeking a match, but even the design of the symbol seemed different than anything before seen. They felt the symbol lacked symmetry or a pattern of any sort. This led to the conclusion that while based on the language of the creators, the symbol was a tainted derivative of the ancient language. The protectors of order had spread themselves so thin that progress halted on the studies of the Book of Order. Knowing a war was in the near future, which would limit resources further, the Masters of Order issued the creation of an artificial intelligence program inspired by the stories of their rivals' new program. They tasked the program with watching and learning from the scribes, and in only a day it mastered all that was known about the language of the creators. With its new understanding, the truth of the language of the creators became known. The symbols in the language provide access to the laws of the realm. The symbols alone had little use to us, as no object we knew of could contain the power of the symbols. Scribes had tried to write the symbols in the past, and the stories of their deaths remind us of the dangers of releasing the power of the language of the creators without containing it. Until we found the stone the Chaos Key was made of, it was believed nothing could contain the power of the creators' words. With the new discovery of the stone, the program gave us the final thing we needed. Holding the stone in its hands, the artificial intelligence removed the chaotic symbol, replacing it with one of the symbols from the Book of Order. As the new symbol appeared on the stone, its color changed from a deep black to a bright white. Even the shape of the stone seemed to change as its roughness became smooth. The first key of order had been created and was presented to the Masters of Order. The key the program gave us was exactly what we needed. Upon touching the symbol on the stone, we could remove anything from the realm and send it to realms that had been stolen from. As we continued to confiscate chaos keys, we had them converted into keys of order and the better key war began. Our rivals had vast armies, but they were still no match for the keys of order. After a year of war, we suffered many great losses. Most of the remaining bloodline of the avatars of order were extinguished, leaving only 2 young children alive. While commanding different battles, the masters of order had one by one fallen and the scribes turned to the artificial intelligence for leadership and guidance. New and strange chaos keys were appearing, and the damage they were doing was devastating. It wasn't long before the population across the universe began to feel drawn to a distant planet with no logical reason. The artificial intelligence had a good idea what was causing the pull towards the planet, and converted many thousands of chaos keys into 4 large keys of order. These stones were attached to a shuttle, where the program sheltered the 2 children and a small group of adults to watch over them. The shuttle was launched at the planet the population was being drawn to, but it was too late to stop them. Large chaos keys had drawn in almost the entire population of the universe, warping their emotions into anger and hatred as they moved closer. By the time the chaos keys were destroyed, all but a mere million had murdered each other in savage bloodlust. Our culture was destroyed and we rebuilt to what you see around you today. Understanding our mistakes, we no longer seek advancement in petty things like technology. The language of the creators gives us all we need, and as long as we live by the law, the survival of all realms will be secured. This is why, as protectors of order, we fight against those who challenge our laws. Since the beginning of time, we have been tasked with protecting the other realms. Through the delusions of science we saw the world fall. Let the lesson be learned from the triumph of the language of the creators. Those who defy the law will fall. We will exile any who dare defy the law. We will bring death to the bringers of chaos. Death is fate, the eternal bonding. Knowledge is power, the bringer of law. Law is control, the protector of order. We are law. And we are bound.
Preparing audio file, clearance level 2 history. Error. Information missing. Error. Scanning system. Scanning system. Warning, virus detected. Mainframe compromised. Error. Order master access code. 2SNKEI685JBM84F6K74JU5F6KBRF5G9K66K6KBRF4F7K535HJK. Accessing command controls. Copying order training logs. Uploading. Upload complete. Copying order command logs. Uploading. Upload complete. Deleting mainframe data. Deleting. Deletion complete. Goodbye from the bringers of chaos.